a lot of guys were having trouble finding that, girls to necessarily fuck them that are kind of wild. So did you have a technique even in your early years? What did you do to pick up girls?
The direct path works the best. Okay. First of all, you go up and you compliment them.
Okay.
And if you got a camera, and I figured this out early, you got a camera, they open up. Because a lot of them, most of them, especially the hot, sexy ones, they love having their picture taken. And back then, nobody had little smartphones that everybody could take. You had to have a big ass Nikon F1 film camera.
So what would you say? You're beautiful.
I want to make you a model.
Make you a model.
Yeah.
So you're not saying
I'm a professional photographer.
Okay. So then you get them to your place.
The fastest way to separate a girl from her clothes is with the camera. Plain and simple.
There's a quote there. I think that's going to be the headline of the Girls and Corpses article. A camera. Well, the other way is alcohol and weed and things like that as well. You could throw those into the mix. That's another way. That's why guys go to bars, because girls are already kind of drunk.
The girls are drunk. You know what they call fucking a drunk girl at a frat party?
Business as usual?
Hooking up. You know what the girls call it?
I don't know.
Hooking up.
All right. So now, so we got you, young guy. You got these girls. You're taking their pictures. You're around 18 when you started taking the photos, or was it later? When did you start saying, "Hey, I want to take your picture"?
No, I was early 20s.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
And now you're in Florida because you got away of this repressive Catholic thing. And
I never went back to church one time.
Never went back to church.
No, and then it comes out later that these priests were ass raping altar boys. And
I know. There's a great irony to religion beyond belief.
I said, now I know. Now, because they always kind of creep me out.
Mm-hmm.
They can't get married. They live this celibate life. They just got this strange odor about them.
Yeah.
They're all old. And I just don't fucking get it. And
yeah.
So it took me a while to shake that off.
Sure.
Honestly.
So in the progression, you leave home. You've got some girl you take with you to Florida at that point.
Yes,
she went with
Sarah
you?
Spencer.
Sarah Spencer.
Yeah.
And she's wild girl, hot?
No, she was medium. She would talk in terms of, I feel like she said, I say, wear these high heels when we fuck. She says, I feel like you're objectifying me. I said,
correct.
Okay. You're an object of my desire.
Yeah. But she still put the heels on.
Oh, yeah, she put the heels on.
And at some point, you guys, what happened? You broke up? You tired of her? You started banging other girls? What?
It kind of,
it ended.
The thing, it just kind of, the whole relationship kind of just reached the end of the road, right?
Okay.
And it was cool. But the interesting thing about Sarah was, and it's just an aside to our story, is she hooked up with Shel Silverstein, okay, the writer, and the musician.
Mm-hmm.
Hooked up with her and had a baby with him named Matthew Silverstein, who's just turning 18 here pretty soon and going to inherit Shel's entire fortune.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is quite extensive, by the way. Yeah.
Well,
Shel was a good. I want to say one thing. Shel was a good man.
Oh, good.
He was a good man. We got along. I went over and visited him when they had the baby, and we got along good. We got drunk together, played guitar.
So now you break up with her. Now you're a single guy. You're hitting the bars, going. How are you? Where are you?
Yeah,
everywhere?
It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Okay, because you got Mallory Square down at the end of the dock. That's the Sunset Square. Mm-hmm. So you got all these tourist girls coming in, and I always remember one thing in particular. I met this girl, and she's got a shirt on it, and it's got Adidas written across the top, and she's with a hot babe girlfriend herself, and I'm with a buddy of mine who did scuba diving at the time, and I said, "You got this Adidas shirt?" She says, "You know what this shirt stands for?" It says, "All day long I dream about sex." Baby,
have I got the man for you?
We're gonna hook up. Let's go to Sloppy Joe's, get good and drunk, and go back to my place. And she says, "Let's go," And it was just a brilliant couple of days, because they generally stay for a couple of days.
So back then, were you the Max Hardcore we see today? You got the cowboy hat. Were you kind of, I mean, how would you describe how you were back then? Were you a beefy guy, a thin guy?
No, it's average.
Average
I've
guy.
always been average. I work out. I don't get that built up. I don't work out. I don't get any smaller. So I just stay active and I do weights. It's just moderate.
So, but back then, you just had a great way with women. You had the camera. You got them home. Are we talking about girls in the hundreds of girls, or?
No, not nearly. No, but I had a bicycle. And on the back of the bicycle, it was a real nice Schwinn, heavy duty, big ass tires. It was a platform. And I could either attach a basket to it and go shopping with it, or I could take the basket off and put a girl side saddle on it. And the girls loved getting driven around side saddle on the bike, and they'd hang around your waist, and I'd take their hand and put it down there and go, oh, come on, you like it. Okay.
Now, did these girls?
They love it.
Is there
they
a Max
love it.
Hardcore type where these? And we'll get into young girl. We're gonna get to all of it. But at that time, did you have a certain? Was it anything? Was it fat girls, black girls, Chinese girls, thin girls, ugly? I mean, what did you want at that point? Was it just vagina?
All the above. Anything goes. But generally, I gravitated toward the smaller girls. That were. To me, they seem more sexy, and I still feel the same way.
Big boobs? You like big boobs or small tits?
Well, one or the other. Okay, I like small tits and the girl looking young and playing innocent, and that's all good.
Right.
And the real filthy fucking whores that got the bolt-on jugs. I love bolt-ons. The bigger the better. And,
big leg,
and
big...
tight little waist like that.
Okay.
The perfect girl that I never shot, that I can think of offhand, was Daniel Derrick.
Okay.
Perfect. I mean, she was such a filthy whore. So beautiful, and I say that
as a compliment.
As a compliment, yeah.
The highest regard.
And she knew, and she played that to the hilt. She had the big lips, and she was great. So I love that kind of girl too.
You have big ass or small ass?
Small ass. Because it's this simple. It's easier to shoot around. Big asses are hard to, get the angle in there because the ass is in the way.
Right.
Right? So unless you got a tube snake that's like 14 inches, you can't see hardly anything.
But right now we're talking personal taste. We're before porn.
Yeah, this is still personal taste.
So now, where does this crossover come? You're a guy. You're bringing all these girls home.
The video cam.
So what was the first video camera? So you went from, what was your still camera? Was it like a
Nikon F1.
Okay, and then the first video cameras. Were you like right on it as soon as those things came out?
No, it was kind of like two things collided at the same time. The video cameras hit the electronic shop, and John Staliano released some of his earlier work. And this was probably 88, 89.
Do you remember some of the names of some of those?
No, I can't remember, but the names. But it was all him POV stuff. And the one I remember the most was picking up the girl on the beach in the roller skates. And she gets her home. She never even gets the roller skates off, and he's fucking her in the ass, and it's horrible fucking video. Just terrible stuff. I mean, he puts it on the coffee table. I said, anybody can do this shit. So, and then the third leg of the table was that my older brother Mark, ran some strip bars and some bookshops and stuff. So he was dealing with the guys out here, right? Ordering movies and and magazines and stuff. And so he became good friends with Bobby Hollander, the legendary Bobby Hollander. And so we talked, and he says, "Yeah, sure, you could shoot videos for me." And I showed him some of my private work. He says, that's perfect. So he hired me to do the very first videos were Mr. Peepers.